Do you feel pressure from your partner to be happy or get over it when you're struggling with something? When you're hurt, does your partner say, you should be grateful or look on the bright side? You might be dealing with toxic positivity that leaves you feeling resentful, guilty, or even ashamed about how you're feeling. But I'm here to help you with my not so secret to turning that relationship around so you can feel heard and truly cared for. I'm Dr. Abby Medcalf. I come out with really fabulous videos every week to help you be happy, connected, and really feel deep emotional yumminess in all your relationships. So please subscribe, hit the bell, do the thing, and definitely like the video if you're finding it helpful. Okay. So what is toxic positivity exactly? Well, basically it's the belief that no matter, how horrible or difficult a situation is, you should have a positive attitude or mindset about it. And it's really when someone only sees or acknowledges the good in any situation and they are making no room for negative or unwanted emotions, which is really always a problem. So I think of it basically as an unhealthy approach to positive thinking. And really what I want you to know is that toxic positivity it's an avoidance defense mechanism. And it's deployed by your partner or anyone else maybe because they're uncomfortable with difficult emotions and they're avoiding them at all costs. Again, it's really about avoiding. So, and I'll tell you this, toxic positivity, it doesn't feel good because it's not coming from a place of love and generosity. The words might be one thing, but the actual feeling and the motivation behind it is something else. So really, it's again coming from a place of avoidance, of anxiety, and fear. It's fear-based. So you're picking up on your partner's true motivation, and that's why it doesn't feel good. So maybe they're saying all the right things, but you're feeling annoyed or frustrated or angry about their response. And then they might even say, hey, I was telling you I loved you, or I was whatever, and you're feeling like you just don't feel heard or understood. It's likely this is the problem. So, and here's an example. So maybe your wife is complaining about how exhausted she is, right? Maybe there's a wife and she's complaining about how exhausted she is. Maybe you're the wife or the girlfriend. And, you got 2 kids at home, the pandemic to deal with, everybody's fried, we're all fried beyond belief. But when you express your overwhelm to your partner, what's really happening is that they unconsciously feel guilty or maybe even ashamed as you're expressing your overwhelm. So maybe they're assuming that you're blaming them somehow. Maybe they're thinking, well, I'm the breadwinner and I'm not making enough money to hire help. Or it's my job to protect my partner. And and I'm not if she's unhappy. So that could be going on in the other person's brain. All these beliefs, all these thoughts that they, again, are unconscious. They don't even know they're having them. And they're all fear-based thoughts and emotions. And so they start feeling really uncomfortable and they don't even realize it. And they respond by literally trying to make you happy, trying to force you to be happy and to stop talking about this topic. To get off it, to go somewhere else. And you then again don't feel understood, you don't feel heard, you feel annoyed, you feel angry, and sometimes you might even be confused as to why. But that's it, because you're picking up what they're laying down, that they don't even know they're laying down. And your unconscious is picking up their unconscious, that's what's going on. So here's what you do about it. Here's my not so secret really for how to deal with this sort of toxic positivity, with a partner who is, telling you to turn your frown upside down, or they're always, telling you should be grateful, or, hey, yeah, I know, but we can't do anything about that. So let's, move right on, right? Where there's no pause to really feel any emotion that's not sort of positive. And here's what I want to tell you. You're going to need to train your loved one, your partner, in how to be with you differently. So you might start that by having them watch this video. You could do that in a number of ways. I have a whole podcast on this. Everything I'll link to below the video, but I did a whole podcast episode on toxic positivity. So if this is really ringing, true for you in any way, I cover a lot more in the podcast because I have more time. There's also, I always have a blog on my website about it. So again, there's lots of ways to get this information into another person or for you to learn more. So, and I'm going to say, I get it. You're hurting. So why it's not about you taking care of their emotions, of your partner's emotions. I understand you're hurting. This is about you. However, you're going to need to train them to be there with you. So to really be able to do this, I'm going to tell you how in a minute, to really be there with you. So this is truly making investment in your relationship with this other person. And one of the things I say all the time is that the one in the most pain needs to change first. And my friend, that is you. You're the one watching this. It's you. You're in the most pain about this. So you need to be responsible in the beginning. And I want to be clear, this is like learning a new skill, and it's going to be for your partner because they've been avoiding these negative, I hate calling them negative, but these unwanted, these uncomfortable emotions for a long time. And so, if I told you to go playing tennis and you've never played tennis before, I would hope you wouldn't expect to, be Serena Williams out there. You would have to stop and go, oh, I'm going to have to practice this a lot. I'm going to have to keep coming back to this for a while, and I will eventually get better and better at this. The two of you will. But in the beginning, it's going to take, again, some training. It's going to take you coming back to it. And here's what you do, So you need to be present in what you're feeling, okay? And again, you want to start training your partner to also be present in what they're feeling when you share your emotions. And this is the piece that gets missed a lot. This is why it's a not so secret. What happens is sometimes people will start validating. Okay, so maybe you'll share something and your partner's like, oh, I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. It sounds like it really sucks. They're sort of trying to validate what you're feeling, but you're feeling rushed. You're feeling like they're impatient. You're feeling like they just want you to move on. And they very quickly go into, hey, I'm sorry, it's feeling that way, but there's nothing we can do. So let's blah, 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 blah. They immediately go into that. And because it's not, again, the words, it's the meaning behind it. And you're feeling, trust your instincts here. You're feeling rushed. You're feeling impatient. You're feeling guilty when you walk away, or ashamed even of these emotions you're having. There's something wrong. So again, you want to ask them how they're feeling as you share. Because again, they're coming from fear. They feel your discomfort. It feels uncomfortable for them. And they don't like it. They don't want to be there. So you really want to ask them that moment, hey, so let's just stop for a minute. Hold on. What are you feeling right now as I'm sharing this, as I'm talking about this? And trust me, what they're going to do initially is go in their head. Well, I'm just trying to help, or I wasn't feeling anything. I'm just trying. Everyone's always feeling something. They just don't know. What they'll try to do, again, is avoid. They want to avoid a deeper conversation. They want to avoid going to these deeper feelings. Just don't let them. Your job is just to stay on task. And again, you have to be mindful to do this. You've got to be in your moment. You have to be aware of what's happening. I have a free mindfulness starter kit. I will link to it below. It's free. I really want you to do it. Mindfulness is the key to every happy relationship. I have lots of videos on those. Again, everything will be below. On how to be more mindful and really how to do it. Without that, you won't notice that you're upset in the moment with how they're reacting, and you're going to miss your whole opportunity to really get you both on the same page. And again, you're going to have to be the one driving this bus. They're not looking to go after any of this. So you're going to ask them, how are you feeling right now about what I'm sharing? And again, they'll avoid a little, but if you keep coming back, I'm just asking you how you're feeling right now. Right now, we're talking. How are you feeling? And often they'll finally get to it if you don't give up. If you're a little pit bull with a bone, they will get there. And they will say something like, well, I'm upset that you're upset. It makes me sad to see you hurting. I don't like it. And they might try to explain again or get all into the word. Just keep them there. Say, oh, well, because you're upset and I'm upset, we're not getting anywhere here. And then you can say to them, you know, your upset is coming out. Like, I'm feeling it, and then so I'm not hearing what you're saying. Could you just, now you go to step 2. Now you can say, I just want you to listen and just tell me it's okay. You know, I just want you to validate what I'm saying. That's all I'm looking for. And you're asking them to be in your shoes for a moment. All I'm asking is for you to be in my shoes for a moment. And here is the key to this. And you can say this to them. It's not about them understanding why you feel this way. Okay, that's what everyone wants to do. Well, why is she feeling this way? Why is he feeling this way? And then they get into fix-it mode. That's the enemy. It's about understanding that you feel this way and that you have every right to your feelings. They don't have to agree with it. They don't have to think it's right to have it. It doesn't matter. So they're not, and you can say to that, I don't want you to try to figure out why I'm feeling this way. I just want you to understand that I'm feeling this way and just be here with me. This changes the game in a really huge way for people. It really helps them be there for you in the way you want. So, and let me just say, here are some supportive and validating statements to look or ask for. I'm here. I hear you. I'm listening. I love you no matter what. That really sucks. Is there anything I can do to help? We're a team, and I'm here right with you, right next to you for whatever you need. I'll help any way I can. You're not alone in this. I know I can't feel your feelings with you, but I'm right here next to you. And those are just the best. And you can, again, offer these kinds of things to them. So, but I will say this, if you feel, and then we'll wrap up. If you feel impatience from your partner, like let's say you've done this and then you're talking and then all of a sudden you feel this impatience again. You feel this like you're supposed to move on. Then stop and reset. Go back to the here and now again with the feelings. It's okay. You might have to come here a few times. You're asking for them to give you space and room for your feelings, and you have every right to do that. And again, so helpful to download my free mindfulness starter kit and really get yourself in these so you can be in the moment and notice when you're reacting to them so you can bring everybody front and center. That's it for today. I'm Dr. Abby Medcalf. I'm a relationship maven. I love relationships and I love helping you be better at them with real actionable tools all the time. So make sure, again, you subscribed, hit the bell, and definitely check out my podcast, Relationships Made Easy. We are 5-star rated. It's amazing. We're in 133 countries. It is the bomb. Tons of tips, tons of ways to be happier and more connected in your life and relationships. I'll see you soon.